Hey everyone, I am back. It's Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. So, per usual, I'm traveling, and I will actually be on a flight at 8 p.m. our normal time. So I figured I would record now our mental health moment. So welcome, welcome. Thanks so much for joining here. It's Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. Normally not walking through an airport, although I have before for a mental health moment. Um, let's see how well I can multitask here. But anyhow, we are here. For those of you who are new, we're not. I'm not normally in an airport, as I mentioned, but we are here live on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here live on Black Women Empowered Incorporated Facebook page, YouTube, and LinkedIn Live. For those of you who tune in every single Tuesday, welcome back. Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. Again, as you already know, we're here live every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, on Black Women Empowered Incorporated Facebook page, YouTube, and LinkedIn Live. For those of you who are tuning into the replay on Dr. Nikisha Hammond YouTube, welcome, welcome. Be sure to like this video, share, and subscribe to the page. So again, Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. Welcome, welcome. Let me know in the chat, even though I can't see the chat since I'm not here live, but let me know where you are tuning in from today. You can talk amongst yourself today of where you're tuning in from. I reside in the Tampa Bay area of Florida, and today I am, well, right now, this moment, I am in New York City. But nonetheless, again, let me know where you're tuning in from in the chat and let others know as well. So, today's mental health moment. So, first of all, if you are new to mental health moment is all about how do you work on becoming the best version of who you are so you can show up powerfully for yourself and for the people around you. So, we talk a lot about wellness on mental health moment, different tips, different things for you to try. For today's mental health moment, though, especially because I'm walking through an airport, I'm going to keep this one a little bit brief. Hopefully, you can actually hear me and there's not too much crazy background noise. Um, but um, but I did want to just share because sometimes what happens is like the world, the news, social media, and all that, it gets really heavy because because um, it just does, right? And I just start to see, and I'm sure all of us start to see, like just floods of opinions and how you're supposed to feel about this particular issue or that. So on today's mental health moment, I wanted to remind you all that it's really important. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. That it's really important to make sure that you're protecting your energy and protecting your mental wellness, because the reality is, no matter what you quote unquote see out there, the reality is there's still people that are really good. There's a lot of good people actually in the world. The world is still good. Um, you don't. Hopefully, you're not internalizing every single thing that you're seeing out there, because that can lead to your own mental health issues or worsening things that you have going on in your own personal life when we accidentally or purposely take in too much that's happening around us, right? So again, I just wanted to remind you that it's really, 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 really important that, and for those of you, by the way, hi, thanks for those who are still signing joining here. Dr. Humans here with your mental health moment. For those of you who, sorry, there's so much happening around me. I'm trying to, speaking of blocking things out, I'm trying to just block out everything happening around me in the airport. Anyhow, but yeah, for those of you again tuning in, just a reminder that um, it is important for us to work on also blocking out a lot of negativity around us, whatever that may look like. Again, if it's social media at times, if it's the news, if it's maybe friends and family or whomever it is, or whatever it is, right? It's really important for us to try our best to stay focused. And I know it's hard because we have a lot of distractions around us. We just do. That's just how life is. But really important for you to do your best to stay in your zone of being intentional. A lot of you usually write in the comments just the cool things you're doing for your self care and focusing on you, which are the things that are important. Um, And I was saying earlier, and also for those of you who are new to Mental Health Moment, if you miss any Mental Health Moments, they are on Dr. Nikisha Hammond YouTube. So be sure to check out any past episodes where we've talked at length about different ways, again, to just uh, protect your mental energy, to work on. It's a process, you all, like I always say, but just really to work on, um, like keeping grounded as much as you can, right? So working on your sense of self, working on your commitment to you, which is critically important, of course. And then just really being intentional, right, about how are you going to protect your energy, because there just comes times when there's a lot happening in our personal lives or our professional lives, or again things happen in the news, social media, or whatever you want, whatever it is out there, right? And it's so important for us to make sure that we're protecting our mental health, right? So one of the things that happened, and this is just an example, by the way, New York City, your airport is really big because it takes forever to get to the next gate. But it's all good because it gives me time to talk to you all. But one of the things that, for example, right, one of the things that I do, I know a lot of people are always like, what do you do for self care? Well, as you guys may, for those of you who are not new to Mental Health Moment, I usually share just different things I've tried over the years because I really had to make a 180 when I wasn't practicing self care. But one of the things that happened, even this past couple of days, was I was in Vermont for a work assignment. And what was so interesting to me, because for those of you that don't know, I live in the Tampa Bay area of Florida. And Florida, we have no seasons because it's just hot all year long, except for like a week or two when we get a little bit of cold weather, cold, Florida cold weather, right? So there's no snow, anything like that. So anyhow, so what happened was that I actually really fell in love with Vermont. Okay, let me stop for a second. I really, really fell in love with Vermont because I got to see like the different the different colors that were on the trees, and the reds and the oranges and the yellows, and of course the green, and it was really cool to me. And because we don't get that in Florida, as you can imagine, because it's just so hot, so we don't really have changing of the seasons there. And so what was really cool is that I just really allowed myself in those just few days, I was only there for a little bit, just really to allow myself to have the joy. And it's something so simple. Like I think back now, and it was something so simple, but I was so kind of enchanted. Like it was a little magical to me, honestly. I know it sounds a little cheesy, but it was just so magical to me. I'm like, there's trees, like there's mountains, like all these things that I don't live around in Florida. And I mean, I've just really felt a sheer sense of happiness. I love nature and all the things, but I'm sharing this with you because, again, sometimes it's just the simple things. Like, we really take for granted the small things around us, like the things that we can be grateful for, the things that we can find joy in, the things that are going right in our lives, right? Because it's very easy, again, to not be intentional and not protect your energy and not focus on your mental health when there's like it feels like chaos is swirling around you. Um, but I'm gonna wrap up here soon. But the secret is that once you get to the mindset, and this takes time, but once you get to the mindset where you're like, no matter if things are going amazingly well, or no matter if you're in a darker season of your life, like you really make that strong commitment to carry through, to have the resilience, to put in the tools, to do the things, right, with self-care and all the things to take care of yourself, like it's really life-changing when you make that commitment. So that's my hope for you all today. Also, okay, also, just a reminder, maybe someone could put it in the chat for me because I'm obviously not live right now to put this in the chat, but if you haven't registered already, mindsettrainingsummit.com is the place to register. That is my second annual growth mindset and self-care summit. It is in October 24th, Friday, October 24th in Atlanta. Um, the early bird window is rapidly approaching for the tickets, so please get your tickets before the prices go up. But it is mindsettrainingsummit.com. So maybe again, someone can put in the chat. And for BWE family, if you use the code BWE100, you will get $100 off, and that's also the early bird ticket. The $100 is also off the early bird ticket. So you're getting hundreds of dollars off basically with that code, and it being an early bird special if you get your ticket in time. Okay. So yes, be sure to check that out. Be sure to register. We will not be selling tickets at the door, unfortunately, because we do have to have counts for food and all sorts of other activities that we're doing that day. So please get your tickets. Um, and I'm really excited to meet some of you all in person. I know some of you actually, and thank you very much, have been on Mental Health Moment here for like years because I see your name and where you're from, which is pretty cool. So I'm really excited to meet some of you in person. Of course, if you didn't already know or you're not following on social media, the summit will also be honoring our amazing Dr. Jackie King, who of course is the founder of Black Women Empowered Incorporated. The reason why for the past, I don't even know how many years, gosh, it's been almost a decade. I've been on this platform, of course, because she's a dear friend, amazing human being, like just, she's a hero, for sure, community hero. So we're honoring her there too. But it's going to be a great time. We're going to learn, we're going to laugh, we're going to network, we're going to come together, build community. So I'm super excited about that. So again, mindsettrainingsummit.com is where you can go to register, and it is BWE100 for the $100 off the promo code. All right. That's my announcement that I forgot to tell you all in the beginning because I was too busy trying to get through this airport here. But be blessed. If you all need me, you can always, well, it's on here, drnikishahammond.com. You can always reach out. Be sure to follow on social media. I'll also be having more updates about, about the summit, obviously, on there. Be well, be blessed, have an amazing week. And I will see you guys next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here live on Black Women Empowered Incorporated Facebook page, YouTube, and LinkedIn Live. Have a great week.